Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, good whatever time of day it is and whatever part of the world you're at right now. Welcome back to my channel, ASKnowlin. Today, we're going to do another mini lesson on finding the slope, but this time we're going to find the slope given a graph, okay? So let's go ahead and jump right in. Now, when you're using a graph to find a slope, we could use the slope formula, but we don't need to. Okay, we're gonna do a simpler method that just involves us counting up or down and then counting to the right. All right, so now as we look at all four of these graphs, the one thing that these graphs do not have up here, they don't have points already identified. Okay, there are points on the line, but they're not identified already. So when you're looking for the slope from a graph, the very first thing you want to do is identify 2 points on that line, okay? And you want to find 2 points where you can tell what the x coordinate is and what the y coordinate is. So let me show you what that looks like. Taking a look at number 9, for example, if I use this point right here, I know that the y is positive 2, but if I go straight down, I don't know what the x is. This is 0 and that's negative 1. That x term would be between 0 and negative 1, but that's not an exact number. So I don't want to identify, I don't want to use that point on the line. We want to use points on the line where we can identify both the x and the y term. Now, I see right here that the y-intercept is an exact point. This ordered pair is 0, what's that? 1, 2, 3, 4. So you can see that the x is 0 and the y is 4. So now we need to find one other point on that line where we can tell what the x coordinate is and what the y coordinate is. So now, as I look along my line, looking, I see I have a point right here. Okay, and the x coordinate is negative 3, and the y coordinate is 1, 2, 3, 4. That's negative 4. So this ordered pair here is negative 3, negative 4. Now that we've done that, I'm gonna get rid of these markings. Now we can go ahead and have fun and find the slope. Okay, let me change one of these colors. All right, so what we want to do now, all right, is go ahead, we need to figure out how we're going to get from the point on the left to the point on the right. Everything in math is about going from left to right. Most of our definitions and our understandings and concepts in mathematics are defined as we move from left to right. That's how we read a book. That's how we do math, left to right and top to bottom. Now, the point that's furthest to the left is negative 3, negative 4. So if I want to get to the point 0, 4, do I need to go up or down? Well, in this case, we need to go up. So let me write here, slope is equal to, now, your numerator is the up number, the up or down number. So watch when I count. I'm going to start at my point, and I don't count until I move from negative 3, negative 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then that's a positive 8 because I went up. Okay. Now the bottom number is always how many units you had to go to the right. So when I go to the right, I do 1, 2, 3. So that was 3 units to the right. So our slope for number 9 is m equals positive 8 over 3. Final answer. Oops, let's make a better circle. All right. So once again, number 10, we're going to identify two points on this line, 2 exact points, and then do our counting to find our slope. All right. So let's see here. We see a point right here where the x is negative 1 and the y is positive 2. And then we see another place right here where x is positive 1 and y is negative 1. Now we want to figure out how many units we actually need to count. So starting on the left and moving to the right, we have to go down first. So 1, 2, 3. So we went down 3. M equals negative 3 And then how many units to the right? 1, 2. 2 units to the right. And sometimes it helps to draw a triangle like this, because you can see there's 3 units here, there's down 3, and right 2. So our slope is negative 3 over 2. Let's take a look at number 11. Find 2 points. So I see 1 point right here, which is positive 1, 2, 3, 4, and 3. So 4, 3. And then we see another point right here where I can tell that the x is positive 1 and the y is negative 1. So now we have to count from positive 1, negative 1 to positive 4, positive 3. And the first thing I need to do is go up. So from here, let's just make our triangle. How many units do I have to go up? 1, 2, 3, 4. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4. And that's a positive because we went up, right? And then how many units is to the right? 1, 2, 3. So 3 units to the right. So m equals positive 4 over 3. All right. And number 12. Number 12. Identify 2 points. We have our y-intercept, which is 0, 1. And here's another point right here, which is positive 3. And the y is 1, 2, 3, 4, negative 4. So now, once again, we need to figure out our points going from left to right. We need to go down first, and let's draw a triangle. Here's our triangle. And we can just count the units on the side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And since I went down, that's negative 5. And then how many units to the right? 1, 2, 3. Positive 3. So our slope here is negative 5 thirds. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is how you find the slope given a graph.